Month 2 in the time of the Eternal, Month 4, Day 29, 2023. In dreams, I saw young people who lived in an zone, according to them, neutral. And I saw that the world supported them in their decisions. I saw as if it were a gigantic zero with a line in the middle where it said, neutral zone. And at the top of that circle, there was a 1, which was shining. And at the bottom of that circle, past the neutral line, there was a 0. I was looking at this. I saw a woman there, who encouraged these young people. I also noticed that this woman was dressed as a Christian, but only subtle tricks of perdition for young people came out of her mouth. According to them, they marveled at how this woman knew them so and so well, that she gave to the point on their tastes and desires. I then looked at the young people and recognized some of them. I wanted to go there, where they were, but it was not possible until that bewitching woman, with the appearance of a Christian, finished her dissertation and left. Soon, I approached them, greeted them. And I began to talk to them about the simple, but wonderful plan of the Eternal for His children. They listened to me, but they were kind of disappointed. They did not want to lose salvation, but neither did they want to lose the ephemeral and fleeting pleasures of the world. I saw that they were young people of believing families, and that the only thing that stopped them from going fully into the world was the belief that they knew that, prophetically, the time was fulfilled before them and they had to decide whether to continue in their pleasures, or abstain and break that deadly vice. They were in a terrible mental circle. And their faces showed it with great clarity. For many years, although knowing the truth, they had lived in two waters. And now, deciding to be only on one side was extremely difficult for them. I explained to them that, on the path of God, on the path to heaven, there is no neutral zone. This zone, praised by many and acclaimed by the most eloquent as accordingly they call the zone of equilibrium, is, before God, a zone of total perdition. I was let known that the Eternal does not accept divided minds. The duality of thought slowly kills the spirit, until it is permanently possessed by the enemy of souls. They listened to me, they agreed, but they weren't happy that they couldn't do what they used to do, they didn't know how to act in another way. Soon a young woman arrived. She looked happy, she was very happy to be there, and she brought a purse or cloth bag with a little mat, cushion, to pray or sit on, and a beautiful book. And she turned to the young people and said, I understand you. I lived in only a house. And I was there, all the time, stuck in that house, doing only one activity. It was a daily slavery in a single behavior. I fought until I got out of there, in Jesus Christ. And now, I am free. To admire, see, and enjoy nature, everything I see when I am in the forest makes me reflect on Him, in Jesus Christ. And I believe in Him more every day. I meditate on this. And I continue exploring everything that surrounds me in nature that, before, was a mystery to me because I was a slave to a single daily activity. Now, having a book in my hands, a book that connects me with heaven, with the true God, makes me so happy that I sit under the shade of the trees and there my mind flies to the better homeland. I sing, I raise my prayers to the Creator on my knees and, like this, my constant search for Him leads me to be happy. My spirit is light, free from worries and discontents. Every task of the day I no longer do it to please men, but to please God, the Creator and Sustainer of this entire planet and universe. Let Him really take control of your lives and then you will be really happy. What others say does not matter, because we die to self, we die to ourselves, to our desires. And now He lives in our desires, in our lives, leading us along paths of peace and security, even in the midst of the most serious storm. The young woman finished speaking. I saw her leave happily, and sit, under a tree, to read the book of books. The young people looked at her from afar and their face showed astonishment. I invited them to follow me, since I had to leave, and only 4 of them agreed to go with me. The scene changed. And I saw myself in an enormous house with many rooms, and, all of them, habitable. I was told, get out of there quickly. I soon warned those who were with me that we had to leave that place, but discreetly. That's how we started to do it. Outside, a small bus was waiting for us and a single driver was on it. We boarded, among many, sacks of food that were there. And other provisions. And the goal was, to get out of that city at full steam, without giving any sign of escape. So the driver had the front window uncovered just a little, so that the officers who were there, surrounding the whole city, would not notice what we were going to do, which was to get out of that place. And, also, so that they do not notice those of us who were going there and the preparatory load that was carried. He was driving the steering wheel and asked me to speed up or brake when necessary. I did it like that. But I noticed that, without seeing, it was impossible for me to do it, because I was bent over. So I accommodated the sacks better. And, through a crack, I saw the outside and so I slowed down peacefully and advanced at a safe step. I noticed that the others were driving as if they were robots, all the same, controlled by something. And I tried, in everything possible, so that we were passed unnoticed among them. Like this we managed to cross, that enormous and controlled city and begin the ascent to the mountain. There, deep inside, some brothers were waiting for us. And they quickly helped us with the sacks. We were told that we should get rid of the bus, since it was the last time we were going to set foot in the city. And, with those provisions, we had to be wise and hold out until the end. So it was done. And we went inside to protect everything. And there, in prayer and supplication, we remained in the simple tasks of country life, seeking the eternal moment after moment. Meanwhile, in the distance, in the cities, these were becoming more and more inflated with vice and criminality. There I no longer saw any more, beloved brothers. But, indeed, the Lord is preparing a people. A people that soon, very soon will not have a way to go to the cities to do anything. That is why He calls us more and more, He gives us everything we need, guides us, instructs us, teaches us, so that we can advance in Him. Since we have become detached from nature for so long, it has been very difficult for us to incorporate again in it. But, the more we incorporate ourselves, by grace and will of Jesus Christ, and doing our part, more and more we realize that it is a great blessing. We learn so much. It is a wonderful school. A free school, but that makes us happy. That makes us closer to our Creator, Redeemer and Sustainer. The one who died for each one of us. The one who wants to be close to His children in this time of preparation, and in all the other difficult times that lie ahead, until being with Him in the celestial homeland. Do we want this to be so in our lives? Let's get ready for this. Let's prepare ourselves in such a way that we stop, little by little, thinking that we can solve something in some city, because this, soon, will not be possible. I pray that this be so in the life of each one of the faithful children of Jesus Christ on the broad face of the earth. May the Lord bless us.